The goat isn't washed. Chase is wrong. The goat is very much not washed.
Goat's back, dude. It's like when you're watching the Rocky movies and you're like, oh no, Rocky lost. Dang it, Rocky sucks. But then he works hard, he trains, he wins at the end, and you're like, he's not washed. Rocky is awesome. We love Philadelphia. We love any boxer who has CTE.
Speaking of CTE, I think Mickey might. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Oh man,
I don't want to say
talk
that.
about Mickey, man. Mickey became public enemy #1 on Twitter all week, and I was like, why? And then I found out why. I was trying not to pay super close attention to the live feeds this week because I didn't want to have everything spoiled for me. But I figured out why everybody doesn't like Mickey. So fuck Mickey. But we'll get to that. Basically, we're gonna jump in with this week, episode 16. Everyone respects Ava for playing a big move because at the end of last week, of course, we got to see Ava, the new HOH's nominations. And she, of course, nominated Keanu, Vinny, and Zach. But in episode 16, we are going to be seeing the Power Veto competition where, I think this week was incredible just because of Keanu.
Yeah.
Comp beast Keanu. Let's just jump right into it. The Power Veto competition. Your
Power Veto competition time with Chase. Sorry, you got to do a little stinger.
POV with JCB.
That's actually really good.
The Power Veto competition. Spread throughout the crime scene, there are different zones. The zones will need to be memorized because when it's time to shuffleboard your little shuffleboard piece, the zones will disappear. If you do not, basically everyone will push their piece across the shuffleboard. You're trying to get the highest points possible. Whoever has the lowest amount of points after the round will be eliminated. But when you are eliminated, you will open a briefcase to see what you win. Everyone will win something, whether it's a reward or a punishment. Here's the thing, though. The last man standing gets to pick any prize, including the POV. Because when you lose, say you lose third, you can look at what the first two eliminated players won in their briefcase, and you can pick if you want to switch with them. I thought this challenge was awesome.
Yeah, I was on board from the get-go because it's crime scene shuffleboard. I think the end of it was a big pool of blood that was worth 45 points. And that was the most points you could get. But the danger with going for the pool of blood is you could go off the edge.
And that does happen. In round 1, Will is the first one eliminated. He wins the golden power of veto. But remember, this can be taken from him by any of the next eliminated players, and it will be. In round 2, Keanu is eliminated, and he wins the thing, Partners in Crime. It's a chance to steal $100,000 with one of the other cast members, but he decides to take the POV from Will instead. Round 3, Zach is eliminated. He wins a London vacation. It's a week-long vacation for him and one other. He takes the Partners in Crime prize from Will and gives Will the vacation because he needs to take his chocolate drop to London, isn't it?
Which seems like it would be the best. Sorry. It seems like it would be a great move and something that would keep you around in the event that you didn't win any of these competitions. But it's cutthroat in the BB house.
Will didn't vote to eliminate him. He stuck true to his word.
That's true. But Rachel and Ashley said in unison, that was the sweetest thing ever.
Very true. And, it's a shame what's going to happen. But I think we all saw it coming a little bit.
Yeah, it was a really nice thing to do for Will. I wonder if it was more of a I need to get the target off of me thing.
It didn't hurt because he already had the $10,000 that everybody knew about. Round 4, Ava is eliminated. She wins the Butler Did It, which is a punishment, which would mean that she has to spend the entire week dressed as a butler. She trades it for the power of veto.
It would have been so much better if she won that.
She would have been furious.
But she already twerks all the time, and then she would have a massive, cartoon-sized butt.
But, no pun intended, what would be really bad, because apparently she sleeps so much. And the butler kept waking Keanu up in the middle of the night to go and serve them. And so I think she would have straight up been like, no, I'm not getting up. Round 5, Vince is eliminated, which means that Catherine wins the competition. Vince gets the $5,000 briefcase, but he trades it for the veto. And that is when Catherine opens her briefcase. And we're going to have to get into this because this is an insane thing. Catherine wins hard-boiled detective, which means that she will have to spend the week dressed up. But Vince begs her. He is begging her to take the $5,000 and not take the veto. And he's like, I applied for 10 years.
Yeah, please let me keep it, Catherine. Please, Catherine, please, $5,000. I've been applying for 10 years. Please.
Dude, I lost all respect for him. I hope he goes home immediately. What a loser.
Then Ava is like, she had the same reaction you did, I think.
Yes. I mean, he's begging her in front of everyone on national TV. Please, I'm begging you. Please don't take it from me. Please, I know you won it and I didn't win it, but I'm please. What a loser,
It's
dude.
like, once you're in the house, it doesn't matter how long everyone's been applying. Like,
no.
you can't hold that against anybody, that your auditions weren't good enough or whatever.
Well, it's like, dude, like imagine, because he's unemployed. Imagine when he got fired from his last job. He was like, please give me a paycheck. I know I didn't work this week, but I've been trying so hard. Oh, what a loser. I hate him. I hope he falls down the steps of the Big Brother house.
Wow.
Guys,
yeah, not a good look. For Vinny, not for you. You know,
either or.
Yeah.
I mean, me wishing for someone to fall down the steps of the Big Brother house, probably not great for my internet footprint, my digital footprint.
But I mean, now we gotta talk about Vinny some more.
Yes,
because we get introduced to what is it? Hard-boiled detective? Is that the name?
Yes, he's the hard-boiled detective, which was fun. He has to dress up as a big old egg.
Yeah, he looks like Dana Carvey's turtle character in Master of Disguise.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
And he did like the bit where he would just like go into it and like basically it was his turtle shell.
Yeah. And there's some really funny pictures from the live feeds of him just like chilling in his little turtle shell. People sticking their heads in to talk to him.
I mean, he did such a good job that Ava kind of changed her tune on him a little bit, being like, he's taking this so well.
I really like Ava because I feel like she doesn't she's just going off vibes, man, and auras.
Yeah.
There's no strategy.
Maybe there's a little bit, but maybe the strategy is just with Will when they're drunk. Maybe that's when the strategy comes out.
Heck yeah, dude. That's my favorite dream team. Ava and Will, dude. They're awesome. But yeah, so Catherine wins the power veto. And then, I mean, I think we can just kind of skip ahead to the power veto ceremony.
I mean, we talked about Vince's costume. Tell us about your boy Keanu and what he has to wear.
Hey, man. I mean, we touched on it already, but he's the butler. He has to wear a giant butt that holds a food tray on it. And at any point during the week, when the intercom goes off, Keanu has to go and make pigs in a blanket.
That's right.
And serve it to whoever he's told to.
Yeah, Keanu, who was already thick, he's now extra thick. He is thick with 3 C's, and now he serves pigs in a blanket off of his butt to people, whether they want it or not, because Rylie didn't.
Yeah. He had to wake up in the middle of the night, Keanu, make pigs in a blanket, which requires an oven.
Yeah.
And then he has to go wake up Rylie and be like, do you want some pigs in the blanket? And Rylie goes, Did they tell you to do this? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, no. Which, fair enough. I thought that was really funny.
I think I would have eaten one to be nice at that point. Not really, but it was really funny.
I think I would have taken one. I don't know if I would have eaten it.
Yeah.
It might have ended up under my pillow at some point.
And there's one more
Pigs
thing.
in a blanket. Pigs in a pillow and a blanket, brother.
Man, we're on fire. There's another thing before we get to the ceremony, which is the Partners in Crime challenge with Rachel and Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've got 12 hours to claim the money from the BB bank. But there's a twist, and the twist is blue dye repeatedly blasting them in the face every time they grab a bag that has counterfeit money. So they,
Yeah.
if they grab
Which
a
is
counterfeit
all of them
bag,
except for 4 bags.
yeah, and it's a big room full of bags. Like a big closet full of bags. And then they have to take a mug shot, and then they go to jail for however long until they're free.
It was like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. But it got so late, it took them so long to do this that they were starting to fall asleep in the jail.
Yeah, it was all night. And the first thing that I thought was, oh, Rachel and Zach are going to bond during this. Surely Zach is safe.
Yeah. No, turns out that's not the case. I think, like, if I was stuck in jail with Rachel, I'd be having a great time.
I'm sure, man. I mean, you guys just chilling all night long.
Blue dye?
Blasted in blue dye. Getting some pictures taken of you.
And she said it was the nicest jail and then cut herself off. I guess because she didn't want to talk about having been to jail in front of her kids.
Very funny. I mean, she was a reality star back when it was like Jersey Shore. You know, like reality stars were like trashy and went to jail and stuff. Which
we got a late night chat with Ashley, Rachel, and Will. Ashley tells Rachel that Eminem, Mickey, and Morgan don't want her to make it very far. And Rachel's pissed. She's here to win, baby. And she'll be doing that later in this podcast. But
watching Big Brother with your mother.
Yep.
Sitting on the couch, laying back, laid out. Big Brother, I'm Eminem.
That was pretty solid, I think.
Thanks, man.
I mean, it was Eminem if he smoked like 4 packs a day.
I'm Eminem. Julie Chen Moonves came home. I don't even know what rhymes with Moonves.
Julie Chen Moonves came home, gets less on the forehead.
I'm Eminem.
Okay. Morgan tries to Morgan tries to talk to Rachel to make sure they're cool, and this is where she made a big mistake, and we're gonna play this clip.
But that's not what's happening here. I'm not saying it should or not. I mean, I'm indifferent about that. I just know that I'm aligned with you, and I want you in jury.
Morgan, you know that I'm not going to jury.
No, Rachel.
I will be in this house until final 3. If you guys think I'm going to jury...
No, I meant...
I am not going to that jury house.
I meant, like, the checkpoint. That's what I'm saying.
Sure, but that is literally what everyone keeps telling me, and I'm so tired of it. You can underestimate me all you want. I have won this game. I have played twice. You newbies think that you guys can tell me what to do. I've heard better. I've played with better.
But I'm not telling you what to do, Rachel. I never have. I'm trying to take you as far as I possibly can.
But you just said you want me in the jury.
I meant, like, as far as checkpoint.
That's not a checkpoint,
but
Morgan.
it is
We're playing
me.
Big Brother.
Incredible.
Dang.
She's the GOAT.
I've heard better. I've played with better. Let me get your opinion on this, and I think I know the answer. Justified crash out, or do you think that she really just misunderstood what Morgan was trying to say?
I think Morgan could have worded it better because you don't want to mention jury to someone you're allied with. I mean, like, I hope to have you for
Freudian slip. Like she didn't mean to say jury.
I think she meant to say it like in the same way that they say, like, let's make the merge.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do think that she had the like intention of like, I want you to make it to that checkpoint with me.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's all you're promising, it's like, hey, be here in 2 weeks. That's not much.
Hey, man, I want to see you Tuesday. Man, yeah, I remember thinking maybe Rachel's overreacting a little bit, but also this was right after she was warned that Mickey and Morgan were kind of coming for her. So I think it was probably justified.
Yeah, and then Rachel, still pissed, goes to Catherine and says, oh, hey, Morgan says everyone wants to break up the showmance. So, you would think this would be the perfect opportunity to get Morgan out with Ava already wanting to put her up. And no, Catherine does nothing.
Yeah, which was interesting. Interesting play. Catherine decides not to use her POV. This is the very first time this season that someone has not used the power of veto.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, this is the first time that someone on the block didn't win it.
And great job, Catherine, because
yeah.
I mean, it worked out for me, but it seems like my players might not live to see next week, but we'll find out. Yeah. And Zach is really battling with whether he should use his advantage or not. And this was his moment to use it, man. So he decides he just can't risk Morgan going home. He just can't do it. He's got to save Morgan and put himself at risk.
Dumb move.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Yeah, I mean, that throws us right into episode 17, where we're watching. I mean, the whole thing is about the Big Brother Blockbuster competition. It's the live eviction night. We see the 3 people on the block, which is Zach, Keanu, and who's the other person? Oh, Vinny.
Vinny the Weasel.
The Weasel. Yeah, is that what Ava keeps calling her?
Yeah.
Or no, the
Or
mouth.
She calls him the Lip. Vinny the Lip Panero.
Vinny the Lip. Dude, she's so funny, man. It's very interesting because I think week 1, Vinny, first HOH of the season, seemed to be liked by everyone. He's public enemy number 1. Playing both sides has officially backfired on him.
There is no middle, as we'll find out later from Rachel. But a big moment early in the episode.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
We've got our next cover. You thought we just did that for Survivor, but Chase is going to have a fully produced cover.
Yeah. I'm going to get Zayn Malik to actually do it.
Please. That was a wild pull for Chase.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Chase, who listens to like 2 songs a year.
Yeah, that was one of them in 2019, maybe. That was one of the 2 songs I listened to that year.
So a big moment early in the episode is when Mickey and Ashley are talking one-on-one, and Mickey says, I need to figure out what's best for my game and others' games. And Ashley was majorly put off by that comment.
Well, it was an insane thing to say, right?
Yeah, she said,
to look at her and be like, yeah, I gotta talk to some other people and see what I'm gonna do.
She said, is this Big Brother or Big Dictatorship? Which is hilarious also because Big Brother is like about the the state.
Yeah.
And,
it's, being watched by,
Yeah. She's like, is this Big Brother or Big Brother?
That would have been an even funnier line for her to say, actually.
So now let's talk about Egg Detective. Was there a purpose to this bit whatsoever? Do you even remember what was said?
I didn't even write down anything about it. It was like they were trying to do. Ava did such a fun job when she did her whole bit last episode or last week. I think they tried to just kind of capitalize on that, but it really didn't. It was just kind of pointless. Yeah, you could tell he's reading a script.
It was bad because there was no. I mean, Ava's thing, it wasn't like there was a payoff to it either, but it was just off the dome, it felt like. This is something that she slipped into. This was like he was trying very hard to be funny, to do some egg-based comedy for us.
Yeah, it felt very written by Julie Chen and the producers.
Hey, don't put Julie's name with anything bad.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so Morgan finds out Zach could have used his power, and instead he chose to save, or is choosing to save her. And she's crying about how the only way she can repay him is to give her vote against Vinny. Yeah. And which is really funny because the previous scene, we had just seen Vince with Morgan, and she's like, of course I'll pick you.
About him.
Yeah. But at least, this time with Zach, she's now crying and saying that she can't vote for Zach. And so we'll see if that holds up.
I want to touch on something you just said, which is one thing about Zach that I found kind of interesting is, Riley's been getting a lot of our hatred for being kind of manipulative and weird relationship-wise. Yeah. I think there's something to be said about how Zach has treated Morgan, where he's obviously been in a little bit of a showmance with Lauren, but yet he's been leading Morgan on. And we even see some scenes in this little compilation before he goes to her where at like one point he's like cuddled up with Lauren on a hammock, and then Morgan walks out and is like, who's out there with Lauren? And he's just like, weird. But then he feels the need to go to her right before vote time.
I think that was an alliance thing though.
Yeah, but it still feels like he was kind of because remember a few weeks ago we got the whole thing where he was like, she's in love with me, she's obsessed with me, but I like Lauren, but like maybe I'll lead her. It just felt kind of weird and manipulative, which is fine because that's what you're supposed to do in Big Brother is try to manipulate and make your way to the end. But I did think it was very interesting how he still kind of gets the good guy persona when he straight up just goes to her and he's like, I could have taken myself off the block, but I was caring about you, girl. And she's like, oh, I need to do everything I can to save him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the reason that we're all more on Zach's side than we were with Rylie is because he wasn't going up to Morgan and being like, I'm going to marry you and there's nothing you can do about it. And we're going to do it whether you want it or not. And that's just how it is. And I think about it 24/7 all day long. And if you say anything it's contrary, I will cry in the shower.
And then just flip my dick around in there.
Yeah.
What an insane person. I can't wait to talk about him later. But yeah, now it's time for the BBCWC. That's the Big Brother Blockbuster competition with Chase. Guys, there's 4 stacks of gemstones. You have to move them one at a time to get all of the same color gemstones on the same stack. You cannot place them on the ground. The first one to complete and buzz in wins. This is obviously a very hard puzzle. All 3 guys are struggling, but Keanu is doing his slow and steady bit. Keanu is showing himself once again. Not only is he a physical threat, he is very smart. He is way smarter than a lot of people give him credit for. He wins by a mile. Later on, Vince is going to be like, I was only 2 pieces away. He was not. I went back and looked.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He should have been able to do it in the butler costume.
That he could have.
It would have handicapped him a little bit speed-wise, but he was taking his time. He was watching. He was sitting back. He was strategizing. He's smarter than people give him credit for, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a hard puzzle. Zach, nowhere near, which I think says something about kind of his strengths in the game. And then Vince, nowhere near, but he was doing better than Zach, but still nowhere close. I mean, Keanu has proven time and time again he's a challenge beast, whether it's a physical challenge or a intelligence or a puzzle. So that means that it's Zach versus Vinny tonight.
Savannah Banana. Savannah Banana versus Weasel versus Detective Egg. Vinny the Lip, Detective Egg, Weasel. Unemployed.
Yeah, unemployed. Pizza guy for Paramount.
Let's just say the most shocking part of this, which is that after the crying, after all the stuff, Morgan doesn't vote for him anyway.
Yeah. It was very shocking. Only 2 people voted to help Zach.
Yeah, she did vote for him, excuse me.
Yeah. Will stayed true to his word. He got his vacation, so he did not vote to eliminate Zach. And was it Ashley? Who else? Do you remember?
I'm only remembering Will right now. Okay, who else would have done it? Lauren, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, no, because she voted against Zach.
Okay.
And she gave, I don't know if you caught this. She votes to eliminate him, and she goes, sadly, sadly, sadly. It looks like she's about to cry, and then she looks up at the camera and smiles a little bit. And I was like, yo, we got a player.
I did not catch that, or at least I forgot.
Dude, she's like Chrissy from last season of Survivor. We have not seen her other than eviction night in weeks.
She must not be very entertaining then, I guess.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Zach goes home 8-2.
Yep, he does.
With the power in his pocket, which Julie, I don't know if you watched the interview, Julie slaps him with her cards.
I did, and apparently that was a callback to something Julie did a while ago in Big Brother, so they were freaking out about that. He was like in a very exclusive club of people to get slapped by Julie.
Hey, I know you want to be in that exclusive.
Club. I'd love to be in that club with the lemon drop. Let's go to the Sunday HOH special. But first, God. That's what Julie says on her on her God 101 episodes.
Are you setting up something? Because
I'm not.
I have a whole thing about this.
Really? I was just doing a bit. I
have a whole thing about this. It's actually
about the butt God.
Yeah, well, no, about God.
About God 101.
About God, yeah, and it's a big thing that's come up a lot online this week. I mean, let's just jump to it. I mean,
oh boy, okay.
Because, I mean, it was a great segue.
Is it because Zach was on? I mean, I saw Zach was on God 101, and she does the, like, hey, I'm with contestant, like, the 5th contestant eliminated, but first, God.
Dude, so people are upset with Mickey because they feel like Mickey is using religion as a manipulative tool in the house. And I've been seeing this a lot, and I've just been assuming that it's something in the live streams.
Yeah, it's not been on the episodes, right?
But in this episode, when she is talking to Rachel at the end of this episode, She starts it off by going, hey, I've prayed with you. I've prayed over you. And then she jumps into, so I need you to tell me the truth. What is going on? It's really interesting. Apparently on the live streams, it's been a big deal this season where a lot of the people are very conservative Christians in the house.
I heard that she referred to voting Jimmy off as a faith-based decision.
He's using it as a tool to manipulate people in the house by going like, hey, I've prayed for you. I've prayed over you. Do what I tell you to do.
If it works, great strat, but I don't think it's working.
On Twitter, the big thing that blew up on Twitter last week about this was someone said something about it, about something Mickey said, which was God did this for me or something like that. And one of the former Big Brother players responded with, God doesn't give a about Big Brother.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm used to that kind of stuff in football all the time. So it's just kind of commonplace.
When it's like, yeah, you know, we won the game. Thank you. Versus, hey, look, I know we've got to vote someone out tonight. I've prayed for you. I've prayed over you. And, you know, God wants me to tell you not to vote this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if she explicitly said that and it worked, I'd be like, this is amazing. This is the first, like, cult leader gimmick I've seen on reality TV.
It would be very funny if that's what she said word for word.
Yeah,
but,
so
I don't know.
Mickey did nothing wrong ever. That's my take.
I mean, I don't like Mickey.
Jim Jones. That's who Mickey is now. We're called Mickey Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
Double
Not
J.
to be confused with John Jones.
Yeah. So, in the start of this episode, we're going to talk about Mickey some more because Mickey's going right after the Queen. In the very start of this, she tells Ashley, Will, and maybe somebody else, maybe Ava. Morgan. Yeah. She's like,
oh, yeah, Ava's there too. Yeah.
Rachel and Keanu, they're out of here. And all of those people like Rachel and want to work with Rachel. I mean, they don't give a about Keanu, but they like Rachel.
Yeah, I saw something pretty heartbreaking about the Keanu-Rachel alliance that is formed. At one point on the live feeds, Keanu and Rachel are talking, and Keanu goes, yeah, I mean, the first few weeks in here, I spent all day, every day alone. No one would talk to me.
Oh, what?
And it was like that. And Rachel was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I didn't know. I was like, this poor man Keanu deserves every challenge win that he gets.
Is that why he's following Ava around all the time?
I guess so. I think he was just wandering around hoping for someone to like talk to him. I feel really bad for him because I don't know why everyone hated him immediately.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But maybe because he said he would pick them off one by one. Maybe that
wasn't until after he was already on the bottom.
That's true. Yeah.
That was like week 3.
Man, so Keanu is the star of this season? Like,
I think
the
so.
star to me?
I mean, I think he's the underdog for sure, and it's just so it's entertaining to watch him pull himself off the block every single week.
Yeah, I hope he can continue to do it, even though he's finally free from it this week.
Dude.
So Ashley,
so is Kelly.
Yeah, Ashley doesn't like it. Ashley respects the Queen, but she's just agreeing with Mickey to go along with it. And also, yeah, Captain Will not on board because he is nobody's minion. He made sure to say
That's
that.
Right.
And then
he's, I don't take orders from no one except for my wife.
Yep. That was awesome. Rachel Rylie realizes she's on the ropes. Okay. And she's like, I've got to win this HOH. And then we'll get into it. What happens in this HOH challenge, Chase?
Guys, it's HOH Chase here. Everybody's favorite part of the week. Guys, this is the prom after party. And first thing first, I have a bone to pick with this challenge. We get a phone call from everybody's dressed up like they were just at prom. They're in like a little room. This is like a slasher movie style challenge. It's a super cool challenge. The phone rings. We hear a gravelly voice on the other side of the phone. And I'm like, finally, the mastermind is back. No, this is a new character called the Party Slasher.
I thought the same thing, dude. I was like, this is the prime opportunity to bring back the mastermind.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we put the mastermind on ice for this long.
I know, dude. It's getting to be ridiculous.
You know what, PD? I agree. I don't know why I was replaced by the Party Slasher when I'm already on a $50,000 retainer with CBS. They hired a whole new performer when I'm already on the payroll.
Maybe they're about to fire you and they realize that there's somebody else they could pay a lot less. Maybe that's what it is. CBS is cost cutting with the mastermind.
Man. He asked for too much money after he kidnapped Julie.
He wanted too much stuff in his rider, I think, too.
Ooh, yeah. He asked for golden Sharpies so he could sign autographs.
Yep. And rest in peace, Mastermind. Rest in peace, Amy, his accomplice. So where were we?
Guys, so basically the way that this challenge works, which was a fun challenge. The HOH challenges are always super cool. You have 5 minutes to study the house and memorize the 6 rooms inside. Each round, the party slasher will give you a clue as to which room will be safe to hide in, or rooms, plural. Before you hide, you have to lock in your answers. The last one standing wins HOH. So round 1, the slasher calls and he tells them, you will be safe in any room with 3 red flowers. So they lock in which room or rooms that they think had 3 red flowers, and then they go and hide in that room. Round 1, 6 people are eliminated. In the easiest round.
Half the house, brother.
Yeah. Only Kelly, Mickey, Morgan, Rachel, and Will are left. The next phone call, go to the room with exactly 6 candles. Everyone is eliminated except for Rachel, Kelly, and Morgan.
Yep.
Then the next round, any room with a clock set to midnight. That time, Kelly is eliminated. Rachel and Morgan are the final 2. They go into the last round. Any room with more red cups than blue cups. Rachel gets it correct. Morgan is eliminated. Rachel wins the HOH. It's time to show these kids how to play Big Brother.
That's right, brother. Because as soon as this happened, that Vinny and Mickey and Morgan were shaking in their boots.
They really were. Vinny looked terrified.
It's Rachel. It's Rachel.
Oh!
Rachel 316. I'm just gonna do the Eva thing, but make it with Rachel now.
Rachel 316 says, "I'm back, bitches."
Rachel 316 says, "If you're coming for me, make sure I'm wearing a gown first, brother."
Rachel 316 says, "I know who I'm putting up on the block this week, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it."
Amen. So, yeah, they're all terrified. The goat is not washed at all. And Ashley wants to paint a target on Morgan. And instead, because Rachel saw right through it, Rachel wants to keep it on Mickey or potentially nominate them both. But Ashley was trying to get the target off of Mickey. Rachel saw right through it.
Yeah. Rachel sees through a lot of stuff in this episode, because then shortly after she goes to Kelly because she realizes without Morgan and Mickey, she's going to need some more numbers. She goes to Kelly, who doesn't really have some big allies in the house, and tries to pull her in, just to turn around and find out that Kelly's been talking mad trash. Been throwing her under the bus.
Like, it's disappointing for Kelly, because Kelly's like, I get to have a friend. I finally, and then a few scenes later, it's like, man, I thought I had a friend for one day.
You know what I like about Kelly, though, is she goes, man, I finally had a friend for one day and I blew it. It was my own fault. She owned her own mistake.
Yeah, she did. But I think ultimately her and Rachel, they're kind of cool, right? Would you say?
I think it's kind of like Rachel's not going to trust her, but she will use her as a number going forward.
Yeah. And then so this is where I think you also started to turn on Mickey really hard. This next scene with Mickey and Rachel. Why don't you break that down?
Yeah, no, this one was the one where, and I brought it up earlier when she said, hey, I've prayed with you. I've prayed over you.
Yeah.
So tell me the truth. What is going on? And Rachel comes clean. She goes, look, I didn't like how you sent Jimmy home without letting me in on it, without consulting me. You broke our alliance right then. And Mickey just completely tries to manipulate her and goes, I mean, I understand how that's frustrating, but I really thought I had your best interest in mind, and I've always had your best interest, and I've been playing as if you were my ally this whole time. Hey, not 3 scenes earlier is she looking at everyone in the house going, I want Rachel gone.
And then
I want Rachel
Keanu's
gone.
next.
And then Keanu's after that, but Rachel's first. I want Rachel gone. I hope her and Rylie get married. That's how much I dislike her right now.
Man.
I hope that he is her next victim, where he's just like, after the breakup, which has happened, which we got to talk about, I hope he goes to Mickey next. He's like, girl, I've only ever loved you. I didn't even like Catherine. I was using Catherine so I could get closer to you, girl.
Also, we don't know that there's a breakup.
Hey,
It's
yeah, we do.
Do we? Okay. If you've got a complete like transcript and proof, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Rachel on the top of her game for this episode, and it's going to be a really fun Wednesday and Thursday with Rachel as the HOH.
I can't wait. I mean, she nominates Vince, Morgan, and Mickey, just like how she said she was going to. She didn't sway off that. She does a great job.
Team PD.
I think that's awesome.
That's a 3 for 3 on Team PD for the block. But we got I'm not concerned. We have the veto competition. We got the
BB blockbuster.
The BBBB.
Yeah. Anything's possible, man.
Yeah.
And,
so best case scenario for me, I think, is Vince goes home.
I mean, I think that's best case for me too.
But you want Mickey gone. You hate Mickey so much.
Yeah, but I'm not dumb. I know she's more entertaining than Vince.
Yeah, so and you know what? This might backfire, but I'm going to stick up for my toxic Christian nationalist queen. I'm just kidding.
Leave that in. That's hilarious. Well, here's the thing. And you know what? Before you defend her because she's on your team, let me, as someone who has gone on to call her a deceitful, lying cheat, say I do think she's a very entertaining villain, and I think that she deserves to be in the game, and I'm happy she's on the show. But I'm hating her as a part of the show. You know what I mean? I don't hate her in real life.
Yeah, maybe I would hate her in real life. I'm not sure. But me and Mickey need to hang out first, and then I'll be able to report back on that.
And you can invite her to Bible study.
Yeah, and then we could talk about how much we hate Jimmy.
Hate Jimmy.
Jimmy's the worst. It was a faith-based decision to get him out of the game.
Hey, dude, we're joking. A lot of people online were like, because they called it a faith-based decision to get Jimmy out, and they were like, kind of homophobic.
What do you think the faith-based part of that was?
God told you to get rid of the gay guy.
He was in politics, Washington, D.C., AI. It was a faith-based decision to get rid of all that.
Dude, crazy. I mean, look.
I'm just trying to spin it. I'm the head of Mickey's PR team. That's my new role.
You're PRPD.
Yeah, PRPD. And I manage Mickey and Morgan. And it's been a tough week, especially with the toothbrush thing.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about that.
Well,
once again, the most entertaining part of Big Brother is not in the edit.
Yeah, the live feeds are pretty entertaining. I've got my first taste of watching the live feeds the other night, and I didn't catch this. This is a highlight I saw, but for some reason, Morgan spots Zach's toothbrush in the trash, and she goes, "Why did someone throw this away?" And there's a very obvious answer to that question, which is he just left. What would be the use in keeping his toothbrush?
I think she even says something like, I mean, I'm not going to save it and give it to him.
I mean, yeah, she's like, I don't know if he would want it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think he wants it. Like, what is...
This is the toothbrush I used on Big Brother.
Is she going to use it? I think like Rylie would do that if Catherine got voted out or something. I found her toothbrush. I'm going to brush my teeth with this every day.
I feel so close to her when I use my toothbrush that she left in the house. Guys, we got to talk about that.
That segues us into what Chase wants to talk about the most, which is America's favorite showmance, Moonbeam and Catherine.
Guys, I mean, what a week it's been for the investigative reporting against Rylie. I mean, we were in the thick of it this week.
I mean,
we made a TikTok. We made a TikTok. We took the footage from the live feeds of Rylie being an unhinged psychopath. We put creepy serial killer music under it, which really makes it even creepier. And we put that out on TikTok and Instagram. It blew up. The comments have been a ton of fun.
But Thursday night, I was watching the live feeds for the first time, like I said, and around, I don't know, 2 a.m., they cut to Rylie and Catherine in the shower. And I'm sure you'll talk about some of that. Not together. Not, well, I mean.
One's in the shower, one's outside the shower, but they're together.
Are you going to talk about that interaction?
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. Because
okay, yeah. So that was rough.
The amount, like, the whole season, it's been fun online discussion of, like, this guy's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's heated up to the point where most of the comments on all of Big Brother's Instagram posts are, you need to pull Rylie out of this game. Catherine's aunt makes a comment on a TikTok saying that they have contacted production, saying that they're concerned about her safety with Rylie.
Man.
Then we get the moment that PD caught on the live stream, which, by the way, dude, you're watching the live feeds and you catch that moment.
Should I pull up my text to you that I sent at 4 a.m.? Or
yes.
Maybe that's when I saw, because it was like 2 a.m. like California time.
It was in the middle of the night because I was dead asleep.
Yeah, because I sent Chase this text literally like around 4 a.m., which I was like, I just need to document this. Like I need to write down that this happened.
I've got it.
Okay, you got it? Yeah, sure.
Friday at 4:23 a.m.
I was up late.
I get a text. I've been watching the feeds for the past couple hours. Rylie and Kat kissed. The feeds cut. They come back, and Catherine is asking, are we okay? Are we good? Do you want me to leave? She then goes on about how great he is and how no one has ever treated her so well. And now Rylie is crying in the shower, and he won't speak. Then, 7 hours later, I respond with, ha, 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 ha. I can't wait to find out what happened. Well, then we find out what happens.
Yeah, because Chase sees the video.
Yes, I find the video in its entirety.
I think it was pretty much the same thing I saw, but the quality was so much better. I think that might have been the
I think they were watching on Pluto TV. But so Kat essentially tells Rylie, "Hey, we need to slow things down."
But we didn't see that though, did we? Because I've watched the video.
In this footage.
She says that. Yeah. Okay, I thought.
Let me pull it up.
So much because I think you're so great, Rylie.
Yeah, because that's where it started for me. And then she's just like, I don't think we actually the slow down thing is alleged because we don't have video of it.
I thought, you know what? I think I just fell for the caption because the caption says Kat told Rylie they need to slow things down and Rylie is crying.
Yeah, because I remember I read that and I was like, well, I didn't hear that. And I was watching the feeds from like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. to like 5.
to 4.
Or what? Yeah.
Insane behavior.
I got HOH spoiled for me and I was like, let's hop in.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to dive in and see what these people are doing.
Well, regardless of like the actual line of we need to slow things down, the conversation very much seems like she has ended things with Rylie and he's freaking out about it.
Yeah, but he's such a sensitive guy. It could have been anything. It could have not even been that serious. She could have been like, we need to not talk as much, or like, who knows what it could have. And then he's totally despondent and she's caressing his elbows. At one point in the video, she's like, "What? You're in the shower. What do you want me to do?"
Dude, I don't think that he needs to be like arrested.
No, I mean, he's just being just being weird. It's not a crime to be weird.
He's definitely being insane. Like if this was if this was my cousin, if Catherine was my cousin and I went over to their house and that's how they were acting, I'd be like, "Hey, you need to leave this guy. This guy is crazy."
I don't think he's showing the total creepy side to everybody else in the house. Like, remember?
No way.
Will came by at the end of that clip that we posted, the horror movie thing. His energy picked up, and he talked like it was Vinny, but then it was Will at like the very end of it. And he's like, "Hey, Cap, like good morning," or whatever. He just seemed like he flipped a switch, and he went from like weirdo lover boy to normal guy
to normal. And that's what everybody's picking up on too. Is like all of these conversations that we're seeing on clips and in the live feeds from these insane interactions are happening at like 1:30 in the morning when they're by themselves.
Yeah, so I need to keep doing what I did that Friday, just watch all night.
Dude, I've found a kind of a whole thread of every single insane thing that he has done in the house so far. Should I read some?
Yeah,
to kind of end the episode?
Sure.
At one point, Rylie says that he needs Catherine to wash his back. And by back, I mean ass. Production immediately cut his mic off.
That's a weird one.
Here's a video clip of the live feeds of him wearing a blanket over him and then using his hand to make it look like the blanket is going up and up.
She has to understand that people are watching this, right? And that it's just.
I think that's why she's so uncomfortable.
But
Riley's asking Catherine what she needs. She tells him she's good. She asks him the same thing. He says, "I only need you." He then starts to cry and apologizes to her.
I don't understand. I don't understand on any level.
I'm going to try to find the worst one to end out on.
See, but the PD PR team can only work so hard, and we put all of our resources into Mickey and Morgan, and we have no room for Rylie, which is why he was shipped off to Brand's team. And did I strategically not tell Bran about all of this stuff we had been seeing and hearing about? Yes. I absolutely withheld that information so that he would be more willing to take him. And I got what I wanted. He's off of Team PD.
Yeah, I mean, I offloaded the one I didn't want. You offloaded the one you didn't want, and it's worked out for us so far.
But Jimmy, gosh, I would much rather have Jimmy on my team than Rylie. Like, I wish I could swap them right now. I wish we could just get Rylie out, put Jimmy back in.
Yeah, isn't that insane? All right. I mean, there's several where he's just like constantly trying to get her to kiss him and sleep with him, and she keeps telling him no.
Yeah, but she has been kissing him.
Yeah, she has now been kissing him, but there are some where he's trying to. I mean, at one point he's talking to the other guys, and he goes, "Are you guys, any of you trying to get a showmance going? I'm not the only one trying to in the house." That was insane. But this is the worst one. This is the worst one, I think. Catherine's in the shower. And he walks up, he goes, "Got any more room in there?" And she goes, "Nope, it's full."
Wow.
I mean, dude.
I mean, earlier today I saw a clip of her with Ava, and she's telling Ava, like, you know what, I don't usually like somebody like this, or like if I see somebody, I don't want to see them again for a week. But it's like, you know, what she was getting at was that she really likes Rylie, and seeing him every day.
Don't know what's happening, man.
I don't either. But how about we end on a lighter note, and this is one of my investigative journalism live feed reportings.
Ooh.
And this is that Ava has a frozen seafood boil in the fridge, and she said, "I don't have many joys in life, but this is one of them."
I saw someone complaining. They were like, "How is Ava allowed to sleep for like 15 hours a day? Why isn't production waking her up?" And apparently that's something they do. Is like, if you sleep too much, they'll wake you up and make you go do stuff.
Maybe they just let it slide because it's Ava.
Hey, if I was Julie Chin Moonves, I'd be like, "Yo, let her sleep. She needs a rest from carrying this season on her back all day, every day."
Amen. And that was the
Big Brother
week. What are we on? 6 recap.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been crazy though. Really fun week.
Yep, and then join us next week. We will have Rachel's husband, Brendan. I'm just kidding. But that would be
Can you
sick.
imagine?
Yeah,
that would be sick.
If only.
You're about to hear some ads that help keep the lights on here in the old studio. thanks for listening or don't listen. It's really up to you at this point. It's at the end of the show. I mean, you're listening to me. Hi. But here they come. I promise they're coming. Yep, here they are. Happy day.